Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and share, subscribe to our page, hit the notification bell so that you can become part of that squad. Super happy today to have the guests that we have. You may recognize one of them as Ryan on the Choiices the Series YouTube show. So thank Keeyon for coming in today. I appreciate you for coming. The other person we have is Mika. It's a dear friend of mine. So thank you, Mika, for coming in today.
Anytime.
How y'all doing today?
Good, man. Good. We hanging in there.
Good. All right. We got our drinks, we got our food, we got our snacks, so we about to have a good time. So before we get started, let's get to know each other. Let's let them get to know us. So we're going to play a game called 2 Lies and 1 Truth. So I'll let you, the guest, go first.
2 lies.
You can't say what the lies.
Which one it is, though. I can't tell you what
we
it is.
Guess. We have to guess them.
Okay.
So if you don't know how the game goes, basically you have to come up with two lies and 1 truth, and everyone else has to figure out which one is actually true.
So how do I word it if you gotta guess it?
You just state it.
Okay.
Like, I am wearing a red hat.
I am this age.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Okay, I am this age.
What's the age?
I am 21.
Okay. What's the next one? You gotta tell them all of them.
Oh, I am 21. I'm a celebrity chef. I don't play on Choices.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
The lie is that you don't play on Choices. Right. Wait, so you're a celebrity chef?
For real? True.
Cool. For who?
I'm in a union, so I can work with variety of celebrities. I work for Oprah, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry.
Alright. Get paid. Get paid. Alright.
Okay, so I had to write mine down. So, I make bath and body products. I am monogamous, and I am a twin.
Which one is true? One is true.
You a twin?
No, I'm not a twin.
What the fuck?
Well, I already know. The bath one. The bath one is the truth.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
Which one is
Do
the
make bath and body products.
So the one that's a lie is?
Well, I'm not a twin and I'm not monogamous.
There you go. Okay. If you're not monogamous, what are you?
Polyamorous.
Okay. Alright. Cool. Mine are, I'm a sex worker.
Really?
I have 3 wives.
That's a lot.
And
Definitely.
I'm 28.
So you're 28? You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be 28. That's the truth.
If you was a sex worker, that
that's
would
the
be true as fuck too, but
That's the truth. I don't, unfortunately, have 5 wives. Just one. Alright, so cool. What are your pronouns?
Far as
How you want people to refer to you?
Keeyon.
Not he.
Him. Yeah, I mean, whatever you see. I'm very lenient. It's whatever you see.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't care about pronouns. I'm happy with who I am. I know who I am. Apparently, if I have a whole beard and mustache and you want to say she, that means you just want to start some shit. So I'm gonna ignore it and let you figure that out.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. What are yours?
she, her.
Okay. I'm the same. She, her. If you had to label yourself, how would you label for gender and sexual orientation? Well, not gender. We already did gender. Sexual orientation. I'm a lesbian.
I'm trans.
Okay.
Trans male.
I am also a lesbian.
Okay. All right. Cool. Do you prefer white or brown liquor?
I like dark liquor.
Dark.
Definitely dark.
Whatever's cheaper. I'm not that picky. Does anybody have kids?
I have a stepson and I have a godson.
Okay. How's your stepson?
Wow, this question's about to get deep.
What? That ain't deep.
No, really.
This question's
All right,
about to
you ain't
get
gotta
deep.
answer that one. But you got a
If you
stepson.
want to, yeah.
You don't have no kids.
No
Special
kids.
age.
Me neither. All right. So, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Just pause. I'm not rewinding. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely rewind. There's some things I like to undo, some people I like to undo, but you know.
Yeah. I think I may do rewind too, because there's some things I know now, and I come back richer.
You gotta push forward, you guys. You gotta push forward.
You're
I'm
right.
all for the progression, but at the same time, like progression could have been sped up if some factors were
You
not.
go backwards. We all gotta go back.
That's true. That's true. Just mess up the time continuum. All right. So, what was your favorite moment and your least favorite moment as a cast member on Choices the Series?
My favorite moment was the scene with was first of all meeting the whole cast. They family. We family. So my favorite moment is spending time with those guys. My least moment would have been not really having a set scene with Simone, and I wanted to probably.
You didn't have one word?
I mean, it was edited. You know how they
I
go.
got you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
feel it.
All right. So I'm gonna ask for both of y'all how old you are, where are you from, and are you single?
33 years old. I'll be 34 in March. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Broward County, stand up, Kodak Black. I'm not single.
Okay. Married?
I'm not married.
Committed relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm 29, single, from Stone Mountain, Lithonia area. Yeah, that's really about it.
Okay. I'm 28 and I'm married, and I'm from Warner Robins, but I've been here forever. So I'm just from Georgia. Just go with that. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into our topic today. Our topic today is FTM related, I guess. So can you explain to those that may not know what FTM is?
It's female transition into male.
Okay. And does it look the same in everybody?
Do what?
Does it look the same? Like, do you have to be on medication in order to be considered a FTM, or can you self-label?
You can self-label yourself if you want.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. So can you tell us about yourself pre-transition? Like, were you a lesbian? Were you a stud? Were you straight?
I was a stud, a butch, I may say, because stud, I came out in the butch area.
Okay.
So I'm more of a butch.
Okay.
So studs to me are not as, I don't know how to word this. Studs really not transitioning. Butches is, basically.
Okay.
Butches want you to, butches who are women want you to prefer them as men. And
That's
they
how all of them are.
Yeah, butches,
Okay.
right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, butches are like that. They want you to call them men.
Okay.
But they're just not trying.
They just not transitioning.
Okay. No, I didn't know that.
Studs are okay with being women.
Right. Okay.
They don't care about the transition. They love them for who they love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's the difference. That's why I wouldn't say I'm a stud. I was
Okay.
a stud. I was never a stud. I was always a butch into my and wanted to transition.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool. You have something to say?
No, I was actually gonna ask like what was the difference between stud and butch. So
I just learned
Yeah,
something.
that's the difference between the stud and the butch. Butches are most likely going to transition.
All right.
Studs not going to
Yeah.
transition.
We like being
So,
women. Right. I always learn something in this community. I tell you.
And
I
that's
can't
why
keep up with
we
everything.
need this talk, because that's when the labels throwing a lot of us off, because everybody got pushed in that stud category.
Yeah.
And then you had the bisexuals, the studs, and everybody shouldn't have been pushed in that
I see
stud
what you're saying.
right.
category. You should have labeled. You have
Label it based on your label.
Basically.
Right. Yeah.
Because you got some studs that are being called studs that dress like women but are tomboy. Those are stems.
They're stems, right? Yeah.
But they get thrown in the stud category.
Right.
It's not fair.
I get what you're saying.
So that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like,
all right.
we need to learn how to
actual label. If we're gonna
This
use
is
labels,
you. Okay.
I got
If
you.
you want to use
I
labels,
got you.
use
them
them
right.
correct.
I got you. So, how long ago did you start the transition?
I started transitioning 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. So take us through your transition process. Like, what that looked like. Like, how did you get to saying, I'm going to transition, this is what I want to do, and what you did for your transition? Like, did you do surgery? Did you do medicine?
Well, it took me, first of all, I researched it first. It took me 2 years into my research to really figure out if this is something I want to do, because it's a life, it's a forever, you know. So this is something that you have to be dedicated to in coming in the gate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I did my research. I did the pros and the cons with it. So I was more leaning towards it for all of the, pros of it. And then I wanted to wait till my whole family on both sides are very supportive. I have 1,000% of support on both sides of my family, my father and my mother's side.
That's awesome.
I grew up with that support also. That's why I said
as a lesbian too.
That's why I said I'm more of a butch, because as I was growing up, they saw that I was, that baby different.
Okay.
So they raised me like a boy.
Okay.
Because that's who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So that's basically, my parents raised me
how
I wanted to be raised.
That's really good.
So
you don't hear that a lot, especially in the black families.
Yeah. So my mom renamed me and everything. So
your mom renamed you?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you how you came up with your name.
My mom and my parents renamed me. So
how'd they come up with it? That's just if they would have had
from my real name.
Oh,
my dad's name is Keeyon, so all his kids got K's and K-E and all that.
That's dope.
So yeah, my transition was basically easy to go through. I went to counseling. Boom. Didn't even have to take counseling. Like, it takes 6 months to a year to go through it before you can get medically cleared to take testosterone hormone treatment. I didn't have to take it that long. I took 3 sessions, and she was like, "Here, you can go get your
You was raised as a boy.
Yeah,
so
this is
that makes sense. Why
I already was living it.
Right.
So the only thing I was missing was my medical part of it.
Okay.
So she went ahead and cleared me with all of that.
Okay.
And that's how I started my testosterone here in Atlanta.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So have you had any surgeries?
No, I'm having top surgery. I don't have any. I never had a chest, really.
Okay.
I always a little flatter in the top. But I'm gonna have top surgery towards December. I keep pushing it off because of work.
Okay.
You have to at least have a month to 6 weeks off.
Right.
So I'm not taking off right now because I chase cash.
Right.
So I got insurance that's gonna pay probably 80 to 90% of my coverage. So it's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me and my time to when I want to do it.
Well, congrats on that. Are you planning on doing any type of bottom surgery?
Bottom surgery, it's not personal at all. If they had more, I did research on that also. If it was more
bigger,
not
realistic.
Not bigger, not realistic, because right now I know where you're going. The Caucasian side of it, it looks like that. But I have trans guys that have bottom surgery.
Okay.
On our side, because our pigment in our skins are different. So we can't, and a lot of black trans guys are not gonna be open with that type of information. But if they was, it would help a lot of us out. It's a full size for us. It's definitely look real for us, for our kind, because of how our skin. Basically, if you get a cut on your face, we get cuts as black people. Of course, it heals faster, right? And we age different, right?
Right.
We age different, right? So something is inside our skin that helps with that kind of process, and that's kind of cool too.
So it works.
It works for us. Put it like that.
So it looks realistic. I mean, I've looked at pictures before, and I was just like, oh,
Nah, I know
So
what pictures you look. Yeah, nah. You can't go by off of that. That's totally different.
Oh,
like
okay.
you have to go off of
Real people. I get you
real
saying.
people. Your people.
Right.
You have
And it's
your genetics.
And it's functional.
Yeah.
Like a regular.
It's
okay.
functional, but it's not like. It's still they have the inflatable thing. I don't want
the
that.
penile implant.
I don't
okay.
want that. I don't want that. If I can't get an erection by itself.
Okay. And that's why you wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it.
For that reason.
I wouldn't. No.
Just because if it could do it, if it could be completely functioning,
if it
like
could be completely functional
okay.
and probably can have a kid, I would do it. But
so it's just not worth it.
It's just not worth it when the strap stays scrapped. and
okay,
you know, and you get best of both worlds. You can scrap and then you can do what you do and then ain't got no problem.
Right.
You know?
Does that cause like body dysmorphia for you? Because when you look, it's not what you are.
I don't have anybody.
It doesn't. Okay.
Enough.
I know a lot of people do. So do you know people people that do have body dysmorphia?
I know a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do actually. Someone who wants to who's going to be transitioning soon. Definitely have body dysphoria. I never had body dysphoria.
Oh, I said it wrong, didn't I? I said dysmorphia. Sorry, y'all. I've been drinking. Okay, all right, well, that's cool. Thanks for letting us know that. So how does being FTM affect your personal relationships? I know for your family it doesn't, but like dating. I know you're in a relationship, but how does it affect if you were to be dating?
Man. Living as, butch/stud. Yeah, I get girl, I was getting, I wasn't never single. I stayed in long relationships, but as soon as I started transitioning and becoming who I am, living my true self, I get more play than anything, man.
Really?
It's crazy, man. From everywhere. From film, stud, straight, guys, gays, like the whole damn rainbow, bro. The whole damn rainbow, bro. Trans men, trans women, dykes.
Is it like a fetish thing?
I don't fucking know what it is.
Because I know like a lot of I read and I know a lot of transgender people unfortunately deal with the fact that they're fetishized, so do you think that some of that has to do with it or no?
Well, use me then.
You good.
If I'm your fetish, then come on. You know what I'm saying? I'll be your fetish.
You good with it? Love is love.
Love is love.
Okay. All right.
I don't, if you're trying to get to what I prefer women.
Okay.
I date women.
But would you date anybody else? I know that's your preference, but would you date anybody? Like, for instance, on the show, as Ryan, you date a gay man. Is that something that you would do?
That's not real life for me.
That's not, okay.
It's not. And if you can tell, first season, it was kind of hard and rocky for us to even play those scenes, but we grew so much. This second season, you can't even tell that.
Okay.
I had an issue with it. So,
and he did too?
No. He's great. He's great.
Okay. That's fair. All right. Also, since we're on the show right quick, we saw in this season that it seemed like you were either having withdrawals from testosterone or side effects from testosterone. Is that like a real life thing that happens?
No, it's not a real life thing for me. Okay. But it's a real life thing that the writer knows that it goes on into this community.
Is it the withdrawals or the actual testosterone, or is it both?
I haven't really missed any shots to know that. I haven't really had any anger issues. Maybe because I'm happy, and if I didn't have the support I have far as family, and if I wasn't happy, I could probably be a motherfucker around here because testosterone is what it is.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all about what mood you in.
Okay.
I feel like it's all about what mood you in.
So what about like your FTM friends? Do they struggle? Do you know that any of them have struggled with it or anything?
The guys are private. They not gonna even.
Really?
Yeah.
So like
some of them don't even live as telling you that they FTM. They live straight men. They not gonna interview. They don't want to get interviewed. They not gonna be. They social like. It's a lot of FTMs out here that's living strictly as guys. So you won't know. And
it
it's
seems
hard
like that's
to tell.
unhealthy though. It seems like they're taking
mentally,
on like
mentally it probably is unhealthy, and that's where those.
Where they are.
But that means if they living like that, it's because of the support system.
Right. I see. I mean, it's a safety thing too.
It's a safety thing. So I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I could get by me being openly with it, I could get fucked up in these streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just happy, man.
Okay.
I don't care about that. Just living.
Do you find that a lot of like? So what you just said sounded like they're taking on the hyper masculine, the negative hyper masculine things that like men can be known for. Like, we don't talk about our emotions. We don't talk about our doctors. Like, we don't talk about nothing but pussy and hoes. Like, like is that that's what they
basically.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of embody that toxic masculinity.
That's what. Yeah.
They won't
toxic.
even.
Exactly.
They won't even. They probably don't even go to lesbian clubs and.
Wow. Okay.
They do none of the gay functions.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Strictly straight.
Did not know that.
And you know, it is what it is. It's a lot, cause it's a lot of straight women out here now. That's even if you tell them that you FTM, they don't care anymore. At this point, nobody really cares, you guys. Nobody.
So your girl is straight. She considers herself straight?
No, my girl's a lesbian.
But when y'all are together, do you all consider yourself a straight relationship since you're a man? And she's a woman?
It's a difference because this particular person I knew before I transitioned. So this is basically growing with me through my transition.
Oh, okay.
So
that's good too. That support, not only just from family but from spouse or significant other as well.
Yeah, it's definitely good. All right. Well, let's keep it rolling. Do you think that studs and FTMs have good relationships? From what you see,
I wouldn't know
globally.
why because, like I said, you see choices and majority of them are studs. I get along with every last one.
What about like your friends that are like? So this is gonna be a deep question. So typically, toxic masculinity, those type of men that embody that, don't get along with studs. They like want to conquer our vagina and like turn it straight. So knowing that some of your friends are kind of in that category a little bit, do they get along with anybody in the LGBT, or they're just like, are they really like?
Yeah,
they do. So they're cool with everybody. It's just that they just don't
prefer
disclose.
to be private.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
I've actually had the opposite experience.
Really?
Most of the guys that I get to know and they like, oh, you're a lesbian, this and that, third, they like trying to pick my brain type shit. Like they trying to figure out.
No, but are they the toxic ones? I'm talking about like the super masculine men.
I guess you can consider them super masculine, this and that, the third, but like
cool.
I guess I'm a cool person. They want to talk to me and like, okay, help me understand these women type of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. But wait, do you think it's maybe a little bit different because you're not like a traditional stud? No,
not really.
What I was talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, I consider myself a stud just because it's easier for people to understand because I wear masculine clothes. But I'm more balanced, so to speak. So
I got you.
I'm cool with my feminine side. I'm cool with my masculine side. Certain things I'm not okay with. Some things I'm not okay with.
Yeah. On
either end, but I don't know. I guess they don't really see it that way. They see me as just masculine.
Okay. So
they still trying to understand, like, okay, you got the female understanding.
The insight.
So explain to me.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, I got
you.
I got you. You like a female they can talk to in a bro way.
Right.
I got you. I got you. Okay, so sex question. You can chime in.
All right, cool.
Y'all should have asked me about how the pay rate happened. I went up in the food chain far as when I was seen as a woman.
Now you're being
get paid.
Wow.
Yeah. I did a whole study
That's
on
crazy.
that.
I went up like this in the food chain.
It's like 12% more or something like that?
Yeah.
Stupid.
12%. You can go higher.
Really?
Yes. Even when my last visit at my in counseling, she was like, "Congratulations, you just went up in the food chain."
Wow.
And she was damn sure right, and I was like, no.
Does that make you mad? Considering
it makes me absolutely mad because I'm still rooting for. I'm still us. You know what I'm saying? I'm still for this. Don't just because I'm FTM don't mean like, oh, y'all, I'm kicked off the rainbow.
Yeah, like you said,
I'm still fucking here, okay, and I'm still representing.
Yeah,
I'm just representing a different light for those, you know, who need to follow behind. I can make it easier for them to. I'm right now. I'm in the movement stage. I feel like I'm 33, 34 years old. I enjoyed a lot of my life. From my teens, my 20s, I enjoyed the lesbian. I enjoyed it. Do you hear me? So now I have to make a movement for those who want to be transgender and scared to become transgender because they feel like, you know,
you're trying to give them a path.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like I was that generation that made it for us to even be walking together. Right. And loving each other, so I need to continue to keep doing that, so we can continue to have great rights. I mean,
that's all we need. That's
so
what it takes.
It
takes somebody to reach back. We always got to reach back.
That's part of the sacrifices I'm doing too for us.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. I mean, it's important. That's why we're having this conversation today. It's important for people to hear from the actual people instead of like Googling stuff and trying to figure it out. It's better to hear from the horse's mouth. Yeah.
You can't Google this.
Okay, so sex question. All right, so. I don't even know how to phrase it.
Wow.
Are you a penetration person?
Do I get penetration? Yeah. No receiving for me. I don't have nothing against it.
Okay.
No.
It's just not for you.
Okay. Do you know any FTMs that do?
No.
No. You think that pretty much everybody is gonna shut that down, considering it's like not really. You don't see that.
I don't think that they will shut it down because, you know, there's some films out here that love to. Penetrate the person with the vagina still. So
okay, all right.
I wouldn't know.
It's just not for you.
Just not for you. Yeah. So then typically you have sex like you did as a lesbian with the strap.
Yeah, I still have stud sex and butch or whatever.
Okay, but you do get head.
I just started getting head 2.5 years ago.
Why? You were a touch me not?
Yes.
Oh, why?
I was a touch me not.
Were you a touch me not because it didn't because you wanted to transit? Like, was it a difference in like how you saw yourself and what your body?
I couldn't never see myself laying down, receiving head. It felt like a bitch. So it was more of how it made me feel. I'm not gonna get down like that. But when I started taking testosterone, I started feeling a different type of way. So
wait, what you mean by a different type of way?
I mean, of course it grows. Yeah. So I could stand up. You can suck it.
True. Okay. That makes sense.
And about how much does it grow?
It grows. I mean,
okay, so like a regular, like a normal.
I mean, the stuff that you looking at on this internet, I'm gonna tell you now, that shit is ugly. Some of that shit is will scare the fuck out you. It's ugly. If some trans guys like myself was comfortable to put out some real shit out there, but. Listen, I'm not putting my shit out there.
I wouldn't either. Yeah,
it's some pretty shit out here. Okay, it's some pretty shit out here that's not being shown. Okay, all the ugly shit is being shown for some reason. I don't know why. They should be hiding that shit. But like I said, it's
well, the ones I've seen are from the doctors. The doctors are taking
it. Doctors are more Caucasians, right? Yeah, you rarely seeing
at all.
I'm telling you rarely see us. Exposing ourselves out there like that. We're not doing it.
We already know it's a bigger risk. Like one, you black. Yeah. Now you're a man. Yeah. So you're a black man. Like it's really.
Yeah. And then that's
so how much? So on average, how much
you fucking?
Right, you pretty much the target.
Yeah, you are a target. You're a target.
I wouldn't
either. At the same time, it's like folks need to see this.
So I wouldn't put my titties out there just to be like, these what black titties look like.
like
I'm good.
If you don't know what black titties look like, you don't need to see black titties.
Like go find somebody. Like, no, I'm good.
Carl on the rock.
Okay, so on average, how